This week, we crash out over Cody Rhodes' title win and devolve into utter chaos when we talk about this wild gimmick of the week. This is Squared Circle Spotlight. Now hit our music.
I'm the architect building every segment clean. Got a plan for the pod, I'm the mind of the team. Keep the chaos in check when the mics go live. I'm the one making sure this madness survives. We break kayfabe, hit deep cuts and truth. Welcome to the ring, yeah, we bring that proof. Cowabunga kid, bro, I'm high on the vibes. Dropping random facts that don't even jive. That you know Macho Man played baseball once. Forget the topic, yo, that's part of the stunt. Singing so bad they circle the block, but the crowd still pops when I start to talk. It's catchy, baby, got that punk rock soul. I'm cool with the stars, but I still play ball. Voice of reason in the circus of sound. I keep these fools feet on the ground. From backstage gossip to headline hits, I'm the friend to the famous with zero nonsense. Master of lunch, call me Charlie the Brain. Historian of pain in the squared circle game. Got hot takes burning like a steel chair shot. Dropping knowledge so deep you'll need a title shot. From old school vibes to new gen flair. If it's got a logo, I'll be rocking the wear. With a crew in the booth, dropping elbow true. From legends to memes, we bring the proof. Mic check 1, 2, let the crowd all sing. Welcome to the pod, step into the ring.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for everybody that watched last week. We had a bathroom fart fiasco. We had Undertaker doing human sacrifices. It was a wild one for Halloween. So appreciate everybody that watched. Appreciate everybody that subscribed. I think we gained a bunch more subscribers this week. So thank you to everybody that watched, liked, subscribed, commented. Email us to squaredcirclesquestions@gmail.com. So if you got something for us to cover, I don't know what Jeremy's doing. If you want us to cover something, email us there. Thanks for the beautiful segue, Jeremy, as always.
As always.
As always.
I want to go back to one segment last week. A commenter left a comment on one of her segments.
Sure
I want to make sure
that?
I call this out because I didn't know this. What is going on here? I didn't know this about the Undertaker Mideon segment. So thank you to whoever reached out and commented. I should have took the name down. But we did not know Mideon was on acid when they did that whole ritual. So he was legitimately on acid
Can you
when
imagine?
they did that to him.
He was
so
probably
imagine
scared out of his mind.
exactly.
Like, that's gonna be awful to do sober. I can only imagine what that would have been like on acid.
Seriously.
That had to be horrifying. So thank you, whoever sent that in to us. That was a nice little tidbit that we didn't have. But we got tonight's topics. We're going to do some merch. We haven't done that in a couple weeks, and I know I got called out on that in our outro a couple weeks in a row by Charlie. So we got merch this week. We're going to cover Saturday night's main event, which happened just last night, and then we have another gimmick. And no words until we get to it. This is a very unique one. So let's jump into it. Charlie, get us started with some merch.
All right. Before we get to the merch, we're going to talk a little bit about the fella behind the merch. So before we had the Godfather, Pimpin' Ain't Easy Man. And there was, no, Godfather was after. Then the very first was Papa Shango. And then Charles Wright, who was a WWE Hall of Famer, good friends with The Undertaker. Right around in the mid-90s, they debuted him as Kama Mustafa. First, he came out just as Kama, the Supreme Fighting Machine. This was a take on UFC was just starting. It's a little blurry. UFC was just starting to get big. So they took kind of a cool idea of making him the ultimate fighter. They had the prepackaged vignettes where they hyped him up like it was how they did the pre-hype UFC fights. And he, they said train him in Muay Thai, to do all these things. But immediately he debuts, he he's still kind of green. I mean, well, he's been in the business a few years, but he's not really working that good. His work rate is that good. But so he comes up, he joins the $1 Million Corporation, and their thing to get him over, join the $1 Million Corporation, they put him in a feud with the Undertaker, who's probably their top or second top babyface, and they have him all set for a run. The way he gets over is he steals the Undertaker's urn, he melts it and turns it into his big chain that you could see there, because he's an Afro-American and Vince knows that they love chains. That's just Vince. I mean, that's Vince.
Yeah.
Undertaker quickly beat him. He I guess melted the chain and reformed it back into an urn or something. But he was, so they put him on a shelf for a little bit. He came back. Now it was Kama. Now Kama Mustafa comes in. I said it incorrectly before, and he's a little bit different. He's 1997. He's part of the Nation of Domination. He's a little bit more militant. He's got the whole ding 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 going on. But I will say this: Charles Wright, Kama, pretty cool, right? I mean, that's pretty cool for 1994. He's a fighter. I mean, why would you steal the Undertaker's urn and make it a chain? I don't know. But I think, and he says this guy's a Hall of Famer, right? Papa Shango, Kama. It wasn't until they gave him the gimmick that everyone who ever watches wrestling, they say the best gimmick is you with your dial turned up to 11. And in real life, Charles Wright was a manager, a bouncer, a owner, a floor club manager of strip clubs. And they made him into the Godfather, who loved to smoke substance that Jeremy loves to partake in. I mean, they said that Vince was just so unaware. Like he would go roll up a fatty for this pimp daddy, and Vince, they're like, we don't know how this is getting by, and they're like, Vince just thought it was like, hey, just rolling up fat girl, or I don't know, but he had no idea it was reference to weed, because Vince hates smoking of any kind, so he wouldn't have let that go. And he would. So I just want you to think how different wrestling has changed, right? We watch these spectacular women's matches, right? And then we have the Godfather, Charles Wright, Kama, who would come out with hoes from every city, different hoes, and they would dance. And sometimes he would trade them off. He would pawn them off on the
Yeah.
wrestler. Yeah. And, the king would always just, Jeremy, what would the king say? Jeremy. Okay. Well, he would say puppies, 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 puppies. Constantly. He would make a bunch of taboo jokes. And one little funny thing is, one time, the hardcore title was 24/7. It could be won at any time. It was announced like this: winner and new WWF Hardcore Champion, the Ho.
Are we doing merch or are we doing gimmicks? Where are we at here in our show?
We won't worry too far down this timeline.
A Ho just won a world title. You can take the merch. You can take whatever the fuck you want. You just gave a world title to a Ho.
To a Ho.
The winner and new world champion, the Ho.
The Ho. Not even a specific one. Just the.
Yeah.
We're back to the dub. This is a title now.
Is that better to just go by the Ho, or would you rather be Nitro Girl Beef? So take a
I'd
breath.
definitely be the Ho. I'd be much happier with being the Ho.
I think the Ho turned out to be Victoria, and that's how she eventually got her start. Yeah. And And yes, the gimmick of the week was the merch of the week was comma. It's a cool action figure. It's the first in the
See,
line.
you even got confused of what
I
we were
did
talking about here.
I did get confused, but I will say this: he's in the Hall of Fame, and it's for the Godfather gimmick. And if you listen to any of his interviews, he says, he liked the comma gimmick because the street fight aspect to it, but the Godfather gimmick was more true to life. It was the best time he had in wrestling, and I think that's why I kind of went off on tangents, because when we think of Charles Wright, the wrestler that the 20-year vet, the Hall of Famer, I think everyone goes God. No one's gonna say, "Oh yeah, it's comma," or "Hey, the Good Father," which he hated, by the way. But yeah, comma was I would say the second best rendition of Charles Wright, behind the Godfather. But yeah, there's your cool piece of merch. I didn't open it, Kathy.
Thank you.
One question on the merch, because I can't see. Does he come with the gold chain?
Let's find out.
Oh no!
Ruined it. You ruined it. You just lost $20.
Look what you did, Joe.
Yes, he does.
Oh, there it is.
All right.
There it is.
Yo, I just stole your chain, motherfucker.
It makes no sense either. So if you look at the size of the urn and the size of that chain.
Of the chain, yeah.
Yeah, doesn't make sense.
Seriously.
I have an urn. I have one of the replica urns, and it's only like
that.
Maybe
you can't make that
big.
Flavor with the
how does he get it
cover.
back from the chain to the urn? It's a very weird story. But this is in the era when Bret Hart was feuding because a pirate stole his jacket. So it fit the typical fair and standard for WWF at the time.
That sentence alone is phenomenal. Pirate stole Bret Hart's jacket.
Yes, but all right. So we're gonna quick random poll. Out of the 3 iterations of Charles Wright, what favorite? Kathy?
Are we going on the figure or the character?
We're going on the character. Because the figure, I think, is comma, but
I'm a Papa Shango guy for life.
Yep.
What?
Papa Shango.
Jeremy, if you say Papa Shango, I know you're just saying that because they said it.
No, I'm comma.
If you couldn't say Papa Shango, who would you say? Okay.
Comma.
We're talking character, not the figure.
Oh.
Comma. You remember comma over the Godfather?
Yeah, no, I gotta do Papa Shango then.
Oh, that's 3 Papa Shangos.
I think Jeremy smoked a big fatty for that Pimp Daddy right before this episode.
Pimp Daddy, yep.
Because he would have picked the Godfather. And that is all I need to know that I'm right.
Yep, that's the devil's dick
right there.
So there's actually absolutely.
I don't know what
that
means.
There's 2 for the Godfather, 2 for Papa Shango. We'll call it a tie. Anyone leave a comment if you want to break it. I vote for Jeremy because he's inebriated, so it's 2 and 2.
If we talk about the figures, I'll go comma. We're talking about the character. I'm Papa Shango.
The comma figure seems kind of cool.
Yeah.
I can't believe they made one because that's a recent one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That whole elite thing came out recently.
Yeah. All right. Just go on with your podcast. I'm gonna just
You're just kidding.
Play with this comma.
I'm gonna have WrestleMania over here.
Yeah, there you go.
All right.
But that is one of our older type merch segments where I know we've been putting on pause for a while, but we switched it up a little bit.
Well redeemed.
Let us know what you think.
Well redeemed.
But that was comma.
All right. That was this week's merch table. We are going to jump into our coverage of Saturday night's main event, which was last night. And I've got some feelings about it. I don't know how you guys felt about it, but we'll get to it. And we're going to go in order here. So we'll start it off with the main event, which was CM Punk versus Jey Uso for the World Heavyweight title. And CM Punk gets the win. I'll let somebody else go first. I had some feelings on this one. I want to see what you guys say. So let's go. Charlie's gearing up with his sunglasses. So Charlie, go ahead.
No, these are just my review
He's
shades.
chomping
That's
at
all.
the
Just my
bit.
review shades. These are my review shades. I didn't know we were gonna do Punk first, but okay. I
Reverse
liked
order.
it.
Reverse
Yeah,
order.
reverse
Sorry,
order.
sorry. The main event
Yeah,
down.
yeah. You threw me off a little bit. That's all right. I liked it. Okay. Good match. Jey got some heat early on. CM Punk showed he's a better technical wrestler. I thought they told a good story in that respect. I think it was kind of a foregone conclusion that CM Punk was going to win. I really didn't see Jey Uso winning. Yeah, storyline wise, it didn't really make sense. Um, Good match, not great match. I will say, Jey Uso. I'm not a big fan of his spear. CM Punk throws a even worse spear. I didn't know that was possible, but that looked terrible. Don't throw spears.
They were awful.
But it was good. It was emotional post match, and I think I felt like I got a little bit fulfilled because I got that little bit of feeling, Kathy, when me and Joe were at SummerSlam and he won, and it lasted like 30 seconds.
Yep. You got
But
that back.
yeah, now I get to enjoy Punk as the champ, which he should be the champ. He draws the most money. I think he's, yeah, great. Good match. I give it an A. I liked it. I really liked it. Catherine?
It's better than I thought it was going to be. I will give them that. I didn't think they were going to match up well together. It was a little slow to start. Definitely took a little while to really get moving, but once it was going, it was good. At one point, it looked like Jey Uso like spit into his hand. I don't know if it was on purpose, but it looked like he spit into his hand and then slapped him in
And
the face.
slapped
I
him.
had to go back. I was like, I don't know if that was on purpose or not. If it wasn't, that's pretty fucking sick. Them swapping finishers, even though they didn't do them well, I thought was kind of cool for a second there. Do you guys follow CM Punk on, was it Instagram or whatever? So he did. So his seat was one of the main seats for this, and it was like at a bunch of different slides. It's like, AJ, please sit on my head, and I was like, that's pretty fucking funny. Good for him. But I'm excited he won. I'm bummed because I thought it was going to be different. Like they built up this really cool story, and it's unfortunate for him that they didn't get this like long storyline with Seth Rollins and all that kind of stuff. But I'm happy he has it. I'm just a little disappointed with how he got it and how quickly he got it. But other than that, I will give it a B plus.
Can I just add one point real quick? I would like to, because I originally I had a B plus too, but I bumped it to an A because clean finish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love the clean finish. Let the champion win clean. Have the balls to pull the trigger when you pull the trigger. So that was nice to see.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Yep. I agree. Joe.
All right. Well, you guys are a hell of a lot nicer than I was. I hated this match.
What?
I give it an F. I think they made the right move. CM Punk getting the title is absolutely the right move. I agree with Kathy. It should have been on a bigger stage. But I hated this match. They had zero chemistry. I honestly thought Jey Uso got concussed at some point, how bad he looked. He was very slow. He was blown up that whole match. Go back and watch it. After I say this, go back and watch it. He had hands on knees during the match. There was one point, which I don't know why CM Punk did this, but after he hit Jey with that first GTS, Jey goes out of the ring. Punk gets a water bottle and pours it over his head.
Yeah.
And that's where I realized something's not right, because he wouldn't just do that. Like, what does that say in the match? I think something was off with Jey. I think he was blown up, needed water, needed a rest. And that's why he did that. And it just way too slow for me.
That could have been.
I think
The
slow
start,
matches.
that's what I mean. Like the start was very slow. Like I understand the build up and whatever. There was these lulls where it was very slow, and then you'd get a couple good back to backs, and then it would get
Exactly.
slow again. So that actually might be something.
Yeah, and I don't even blame this on
It was
Punk. I blame this
consistently
fully on Jey.
anticlimactic at times.
Yes. Like we've heard in the past, Jey has issues
Consistently
getting
at times.
through the match without getting blown up as a
Yeah.
singles. And I think that's exactly what happened here again. So I'm over the main event Jey Uso experiment.
100%.
I was pulling for him. I wanted it to work.
Yes. Can
He
we
can't
agree?
do it. It doesn't
Can
work.
we agree?
Maybe
Main
she-
event. I said this like 3 episodes. It's
Yeah.
mid-card Jey Uso.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. His main event run is not. It's over.
He's just going to be, I think he's at a point now, unfortunately, where they realize that, and he's just going to be a jobber for the higher end people, and it's just going to be this. And
Yeah.
then he's going to go out. I'm sure he's going to go out after they have a kid. And then again, his wife's going to come back, and she's going to overshadow him again, and that'll be it. That might be his saving grace, is them together again. But
Wait,
I don't know.
is he married to? I
No,
don't think
that's
Jim was
Jimmy.
married to him.
Jimmy.
oh no, never mind. Okay, I always get them.
Easy getting confused.
You know, I think what they'll do, they'll probably do the.
Then there's no
the-
excuse for why he's so mediocre
Yeah.
and not doing anything. That's even worse, actually.
They'll do the whole brother feud again, the Jimmy versus Jey feud, and then they'll reunite for get the nostalgia pop and maybe get a run out of that. But I think the main event Jey Uso experiment has failed.
Yes.
Agreed. And CM Punk, I know, again, not a CM Punk fan, but watching the match, you could see he was really trying to get a match out of him. And that's why I
Yep.
think Jey Uso was blown up, because he
Well,
couldn't.
Joe, I didn't even like. I will go back and watch it, and now even thinking about it, yeah, you can tell. But I mentioned that I said the match started off a little bit hot with, and then CM Punk, transitioned to the chain wrestling, and that probably was an audible he called because he saw how blown up he was.
Mhm.
Exactly. That's what I think.
And that's,
I don't know.
that
Can't
just shows
confirm.
his ring leadership.
Can I have
Yeah.
conspiracy theory right now for this?
Yeah, go.
So
Go
ahead,
you're
Jeremy.
talking about. I can't talk much more on the match. You guys covered it
didn't
all,
watch it.
but just think of it as, say, Jey is blown up because he's not handling the bad press via internet as well, and he's kind of slacking on his health and doing things he shouldn't be. That's why he's slacking in the ring.
See, I don't know. They basically threatened his career last time that happened. So I mean, I
wasn't-
hope not, but
Didn't like
I'm
they,
just-
what is the name of that show? That the
Unreal.
backstage show that
unreal. Yeah.
yeah, didn't Triple H, wasn't there a scene where he went to him and was like, "Hey,
Yes.
we're gonna run with you," and like he kind of
Behaved,
implied like
basically.
Yeah, but
and, like, get
recently,
your-
like the most
your, like,
hated
your
videos
physical
are the
endurance
ones
in
that
check.
they're pushing with him.
I saw that, Jeremy. I saw that online that the Uso YouTube on the WWE, they had like really negative comments and
And maybe that's getting
Yeah,
to him.
I mean,
and
I
it's
miss the old
affecting-
Usos. Bring back the neon green and the dance and the intro. Bring that back, and I'm in. Other than that, I could care less about them.
I was an Uso penitentiary guy. So if they go back as a tag team,
yeah,
any tag
Yeah.
team is good.
Yep.
Just the solo thing ain't working for either one of them. And Rikishi's
I hear
gonna-
they're
Either one,
trying to
yeah.
turn Jimmy Uso heel.
Well, he already did that. So we'll see. But either way, get them back together. Stop with this. It's enough.
Yeah, it's too much.
Jeremy,
Agreed.
any additional thoughts? Because we didn't really get to let you go.
No, that's why I chimed in the other aspect, because there wasn't much more to touch on it. I thought it was, as Charlie laughed at it, consistently anticlimactic, like in certain things. And I'm sorry, what was there, like 8 go to sleeps?
Between the two of them, yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Like,
Something
come on,
like that.
that's excessive.
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, we'll move it along. The next one's not a match. So we're going to talk about John Cena's announcement. So we fantasy booked a couple weeks ago John Cena's final few matches. Sounds like he's only getting one more at the next Saturday night's main event. And they are starting a 16-man tournament to determine who gets that match with him. And he hinted at a couple cool things. He said it'd be some people from the main roster, some people from NXT, some people who don't even go here. So that could mean a lot. So I want to
these
hear.
weird fantasy people we were coming up with might
Yeah.
actually be a contestant.
Maybe he watched the show and heard about
Yeah.
Kurt Angle from Jeremy.
It was a
Yeah,
great
that's a
one.
good one.
I'm telling you, that's gold right there.
Yep.
Don't be sleeping on that
Book
pick
it.
right there, bro.
Fuck
So what I want to do here is we don't have to fantasy book all 16. I want to go back to what we did a few weeks ago. And now I want to see who is your pick for his one match of who will win this tournament and take on John Cena in his last match. So Jeremy, you didn't get to go last time. You start us off.
In beautiful, beautiful fashion, as I was dressed last week, I am going with Edge.
A lot of people thinking that.
He's still under contract.
100%. I would love to see
Yeah.
that. Just that chemistry back then, it was great, and I would. They wrestle well together too. Like I just would love to see that one. That would be a good goodbye because I think they could still put on and perform a really, really quality match.
Agreed. Edge can still
Yeah.
go. And John Cena's put on some good matches. So again, like Charlie said though, big if, because he's still under contract. So I don't know how they
That's
would work
right.
that.
That's right.
Jeremy, who's up next?
Kathy.
I don't know. I really struggle with this now that it really can be. They didn't really give us that much information. It could be one of the Hardys. Maybe that's why there's this weird Hardy tag title that they're holding, and they really pulled them in out of nowhere to do nothing.
Delete.
Yeah. Maybe CM Punk because he's the title holder now. Kind of or Dominic Mysterio with, like you said, he's an old school guy, pass the torch to the younger generation, and that'll be it. So I don't know. I really don't know where this is gonna go, but I hope they don't ruin it.
That match too.
Who's up next?
Charlie.
Yeah, I'm genuinely surprised that they did it this way. I hope, and they said it's his his last match. They didn't say if there might be one in between. I hope there is, and I hope it's Dom. But I'm gonna kind of go out there. I'm gonna say Matt Cardona.
Is this your real pick?
What's up?
Is that your real pick?
Yeah.
Why?
I'll tell you why. Because when Matt Cardona got over as Zack Ryder, the internet champion, John Cena, there's a clip on some interview. It's a long time ago. And he said, this is a guy that they gave him nothing and he made everything out of it. And this and that, this and that. And I think John Cena has a love for the business. He sees Cardona, guy that has a love for the business. He could imagine beating John Cena in his last match. It makes you a star. I mean, Chelsea Green is still, part of the company, right? They're working with Impact. So I think I'm just throwing it out there. Yeah, that's a long shot. That's probably 90-1 odds, but I'll take a chance.
At least you acknowledge that part. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
yeah.
long shot. I could see what you're saying. The only reason I couldn't see it happening is just because he's not signed to WWE. So what would that really accomplish?
But don't they have a working Impact with? They have a working relationship with Impact.
They do,
right? So I'm sure if they tell Impact we're going to do this, but after he beats it, he's going to come over here. Impact's going to get the rub for having one of their guys beat John Cena. So, but like I said, it's a long shot, but in the wrestling landscape, I could see it playing out. Go ahead,
Jeremy. You had something.
I see that's
I have
my.
a
Oh, that
workaround. I have
What's
a
your
workaround
workaround?
if they can't get Edge out of contract.
What?
They can
Okay.
have me dressed up as Edge.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Guy loves himself.
I know, you too. Matt Cardona was also an edgehead. They could just do that.
Nobody loves Jeremy more than Jeremy.
More than Jeremy.
Oh, boy.
Yeah. He is
And
He just
definitely
has a
nobody
long
loves
wig.
Ed Jeremy more than Jeremy.
Yeah. Nobody loves Jeremy in a wig more than Jeremy.
How many times have you wore that wig, honestly?
I haven't worn it since the last episode.
Yeah,
Nobody
right.
uses
That's
it.
why you took so long to get on. You
Yeah.
were staring at yourself in a wig again.
He was singing the
Yep,
happy
I was turning
happy
around, looking at
Happy
my like,
birthday,
yeah.
Mr. President.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Oh my God.
I need to wash that
Here
taste
we
out of my
go.
mouth.
Yep, there you go. You're welcome.
I forgot what we were talking about. John Cena.
John Cena,
my-
final, your pick.
My pick for John Cena's last match. I think there's going to be a couple surprises in there. I think one of those guys who isn't here, I think is going to be probably Joe Hendry. See him in there. I could see that. I don't want that, but I think that's what's going to happen. Also, what Kathy said, that was one of my picks for the tournament. Jeff Hardy. I could see him being in the tournament. But I'm going with one of my picks from last time that I did say in the fantasy booking, and I'm sticking with Gunther. Gunther's going to be
Gunther.
coming back
Yes.
from injury. I think he wins the whole tournament, takes on John Cena, still becomes a monster heel, beats John Cena, and that's where we go from there. Could be wrong.
That was my pick for his last match, but now that they announced this format, I changed it. But yeah, I could see that happening too, Joe. I think
I'm
that would
going
be like
Gunther.
betting odds. I think Joe would probably have the inside track. I'm out
Maybe.
there. I'm gonna walk this. Jeremy's got himself.
I'm a backup, but I'm still sticking with Edge.
Jeremy picked Nick Gage.
If they give me the
so
call up,
there's-
dude, I'm taking it. What do you want? It's an opportunity for lifetime, bro.
Of course. All right, let's get back to some of the matches. So the match before that, we had Dominic Mysterio versus Rusev versus Penta for the Intercontinental title. Let's go, Kathy, start us off here.
I thought Rusev was super out of place in this match. I don't know. He has a totally different energy than the two of them. It was good. I didn't not like it. I mean, the twist at the end with the bell, that's a very, Eddie Guerrero type
Yes,
bad
very
Dom
much.
thing.
I liked it.
But I didn't think he was going to lose the title. There was no way. And that whole moment Rusev had with the title where he was like kissing it and was like, I'm coming for you. And I was like, that was a little much for me. But it was, I don't know. I liked it. I didn't have any, it wasn't my favorite, but I was, other than the fact that, like I said, I think Rusev was super out of place in that three-way match. It was good enough.
All right, who's up
Joe.
next? All right, this was probably my favorite match on here. I don't have high grades for any of these matches, but I would say this is probably my favorite one on here. I like that ending, like you said. That was creative, ringing the bell. So I like that part. Penta and Dom have pretty good chemistry. Penta and Rusev have pretty good chemistry. But putting all three, I think you're right. I think Rusev felt a little out of place. I mean, his whole run has
too
felt
slow
a
for
little
that.
out of place since he came back to WWE.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I expected Dom to win. So I don't know where this goes from here, but it was a fun match. Like I said, probably my favorite match to watch of the night. So let's go to Charlie.
All right, yeah. So classic triple threat match. Dom was out of it for a while. For 40% of the match, it kind of looked like Penta versus Rusev. Here's the only thing that worries me: Penta's over, Rusev's over. How many times did they challenge for the title and not win? does it start hurting? And then you just start to see them as guys. They're not going to win the title.
Yeah.
They're not going to win the title. Like, did any of you guys really think that Dom was going to lose the title? I didn't.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I think the match was all right, but I just don't understand the booking of it. I really don't. I understand you have a diamond in the rough with Dom, right? Generational talent. But Penta and Rusev are also these are guys that move tickets.
Yeah.
Especially Penta with
I was gonna say
what
I
are you
really
doing
like
with
Penta.
them?
If I had to pick anybody out that I like the best, I would say I like Penta. I like his whole spiel.
Same.
Yeah,
Right.
I agree.
But you have to make them a believable, like a threat to win the championship. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
what is this? His third time challenging and losing?
Yeah.
So, I didn't understand the match.
All right,
Come on,
Jeremy,
J-Dog.
that leaves you.
Well, you
Can
guys
I
pretty
say
much
one
said it
other
all.
You
thing,
guys
though?
summed it up.
Classic Eddie. Yeah, you guys literally are
What's
picking me last
this?
every time on this one. I guess I don't have much more
Oh,
to
you're
say,
going
but
first.
I did
You're going
enjoy
first
the
next time,
don't worry.
classic. He throws the steel chair at the opposing person, and then he pretends that it's not a non-disqualification match. So that was one of those old segments I remember happened back in the day with Eddie.
All right, so you want to go first? You go first.
Let's
Jade
go.
versus Tiffany for the
Mhm.
women's
The
title.
worst one to make me go
Who you got?
first because I skimmed through that match. Knew that.
I knew it.
Of course.
Of course.
I
you
mean,
did.
it wasn't
What'd
that
you think?
great, bad.
What'd you
Well,
think?
it wasn't that bad of a match. It just wasn't that good either. Like it
What
was
was the
not
pros? What was the cons?
exciting. I just couldn't get him enjoy it. I really couldn't.
Why not?
Kathy, you go. Since you're giving me
All
hell,
right,
you
pick
go.
somebody else.
Conveniently.
Oh, me?
Yeah, you.
Yes, you.
It was a
you.
glorified squash match. They nerfed up Tiffany with the leg to give her some, credibility. They made Jade look like a monster killer. It is what it is. Tiffany's got a sick senton bomb, but it is what it is. Jade's green still, but she looked better in this match than she did in most of them. Tiffy needs. I'm with Kathy. I'm over Tiffy. She needs to put her on the shelf for a little bit. Let her cool off. Let the fans miss her a little bit. But yeah, Jade was probably the right call, just because I think Tiffany was shredding water, as they say. Kathy.
That's one. I'm going to comment on that Swanton bomb. That scared the shit out of me. She did not. There was such a delay on that. I thought she was going to land square on her face, on her chest. I had a 5-second panic that she was going to break her neck. I don't know. She didn't do anything except jump in the air, and then last second she tucked her neck, and I was like, what the fuck?
I thought the same exact thing.
Okay, yeah, no.
I thought she was going to land right on top of her head. That was scary.
Cringe
Scary.
looking.
Scary. I'm over this, like, and it also goes for the first match, like this whole nursing and injury thing, this storyline, because they're using it too much, and I guess it's to get these people that are iffy over, because then you can blame it on the injury instead of blaming it on their talent. Like, if that's really the struggle, then, like you said, put them on the shelf for a little while and they need to figure it out. But I was surprised on how many titles changed on a not major pay-per-view too. There was a lot. I was surprised that this was a major change. She had to eventually end up here. So Jade had to end up here eventually. And I guess this was, it's unlike the CM Punk match, I was okay with this not being a major storyline. But other than that, it was meh. I mean, it was better than I expected, but definitely meh at best. So I would give it like a C+.
Yeah, I think this was Jade's best main roster, or she's only been on the main roster. I say WWE match. I think it was the right move to make her a heel. I think this was as clear going to be a win as Dom going to be a win on this card too. You could tell they were building to that. So I think Jade is a heel. I think is going to be an improvement from what we've seen from her. I don't know what happens with Tiffany after this. Maybe she is actually injured and taking some time off. I don't know. But I think Jade as a heel will be better for her. Again, still needs to improve in the ring a little bit, but it was better than their SummerSlam match.
Yeah.
We saw that
By
live
far.
and that wasn't
By far.
good. So this was much better, but I'll give them that.
And I think it sets Jade up for a nice run with Bianca.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That'll be interesting. That
Great.
builds a good story there. All right. And then we're going to go into Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the title.
Who?
I'm going to start this one. McIntyre.
McIntyre.
I want to start this one because I'm over Cody. I'm over it. Super Cody. I hate it. And if this is their plan to make Cody heel and make everybody hate him, congratulations. I fucking hate him.
Yeah, you genuinely hate him. Not as a heel, just as like a person.
I don't know what they're doing with Drew McIntyre. He loses every title shot he gets in
Poor
the
Drew.
stupidest ways. The guy signed a new contract just to lose every title match.
Yep.
I don't even care if it's him losing the title match. I just don't want Cody to be champion anymore. His storylines suck. This match was okay, but I'm over it. Get rid of Super Cody. I'm over it. I'm done. That's all I'm saying. Charlie, just go.
Joe, you're gonna get your wish. You're gonna get your wish. What you're gonna get? You're gonna get a heel Randy Orton punting Cody's stupid face. And I can't wait to see it. I can't wait to see it. Here's my question, right? There was a stip on this match where if Cody lost by DQ or right, how about Drew goes in the back and says, "Hey, one of these guys want a title shot? Come in and interfere in this match.
Exactly.
I win.
Yeah.
I got the belt." But nah, can't do it like that. Super Cody's got fight through all the adversity. I'm with Joe. Maybe not that vitriol hate that he has for Cody, but
Shocking.
I will be cheering when Randy Orton punts his face off.
Same.
Jeremy,
All right. So none of us have talked about the match. It wasn't that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was a
I
good
mean,
match.
When Drew threw him halfway across the ring, I was like, "Holy shit!" They did work pretty well together, but yeah, this storyline fucking blows. I can't
From the
take it
mouths of
anymore.
babes.
What is it? Do you not like Cody? Do you not like Drew?
It's so boring. Like, he got to the title and you haven't done anything with it. This is the first kind of cleanish finish I think I've really seen that I'm okay with. Like, I just don't like the storyline. It's boring.
Joe said something
can't
a
get
couple
behind it
episodes
anymore.
back, and I agree with him on this. Some people are really good chasing the title, but when they get the title, it falls apart.
It falls apart.
And I think Cody,
They fall flat on their face.
we all wanted. Shut up. We all wanted him to finish that story. I'm just joking. You know I love you.
Dick.
We all wanted him to finish that story, right? Everybody was cheering for him. But once the story was finished, man, the sequel or part 2 of the story has been pretty shitty.
For sure.
Heavy the head that wear the crown.
Yeah, like I said with the other one, this whole like fake injury thing with the knee, and they had the ref get involved, so then he's they keep doing these things to Drew McIntyre where there's always some stipulation where there's a ref or an outsider or it's never clean for him. So like the fact that he hasn't lost his fucking mind over that is just wild. Like they have built this crazy story for Drew McIntyre to be pissed at everybody, and they're not running with it, and that's on them. Like this poor guy gets gypped every time over something super stupid, and it is just I would love to see him go postal. Like that would be the best
Paint
case
his
scenario
face
in
red
all
and
of
They
call him the
got- they-
Berserker.
They have to take the title off of Cody soon.
Ain't
I like it.
It's not gonna
Book it.
happen.
No,
No.
I listen. I knew it wasn't going to be. It's going to be on the ESPN card because of the deals. Yeah, but I think they have to sense it, guys. He's getting that go away heat a little bit.
I couldn't believe that this was the first match too. Like when I turned it on,
Yeah,
and
that
this is what
shocked
we
me how
like
they
first
turned-
went into. I was like, oh, okay, we've bumped down to
Yeah.
the opening match. That's wild.
So that's a
Well,
good
you
point
know-
too, because I was leaning that Drew could win, but when I saw the match
Mhm.
come on first, there was no shot. I knew
No
right
shot.
then
right.
he was
Yeah,
not
you're
winning.
not changing titles in the first match.
And here's another thing, right? I mean, his belt is supposedly like supposed to be more important than the Raw belt, but when you like, to me, when that card got announced, the main event was CM Punk versus Jey Uso, not Cody versus Drew. I mean, it went without saying that,
Yeah,
and
because
that's
it was
not
a
good
vacant
for it.
title.
I would have swapped the
Yeah,
the 3-way to Cody. I mean, if they had value in it, and they don't, I guess they also agree that there's
Throw
no
the
real
women's
value in
match in first.
it. Never.
That's not
Right,
how you
you
want to start the
sexist
show.
asshole.
No.
But
I want to be able to miss
listen,
the
when all
beginning
four-
and be okay.
Yeah, you go for the
No,
opening
we're
band. You don't
okay.
go for the opening bands.
nobody missed anything. You know, nobody thought Drew. Well, Joe maybe for a second thought Drew was going to win, but I didn't think so. But I think, and I think the only reason why is because they're going to save it for an ESPN show. They weren't going to do it on Saturday night's main event, but I mean, we all feel this way, right? I think the general consensus online feels this way, and they have to be tracking them. Like Jeremy brought up with the Usos, the YouTube views. It was noted. They gotta feel the wave, the current starting to pull away from Cody, don't you think?
Yeah, that's why I question if they're doing this purposely to get the reaction, like my reaction, to turn him heel. They want people to hate him. They've hinted at him being a heel. Maybe that's the plan. And bravo if that's what they're
Yeah,
doing.
but there's,
'cause they're
I
doing a
feel
good
like
job.
there's a difference between heel hate and like, I genuinely don't want to watch this guy. And
Right.
they're teetering on
yeah.
it, and that's what they need to shit or get off the pot at this point, because they're going to lose a massive investment if they keep doing this.
Absolutely.
All right. That was our review of Saturday night's main event. Let us know what you think. We definitely had some feelings, or at least I did. So let us know what you guys felt about Saturday night's main event and comment. Right. We're going to get into our gimmick, but first I'm going to make a little announcement. So tomorrow is the Cowabunga Kid himself's birthday. So for his birthday this year, we're going to give him the gift of covering this gimmick, and we're going to give him a naked Mideon. Just for
Oh.
you, Jeremy.
He's been asking. He's
begged
praying.
for
Who's
it.
dressing up
He's
as
been
Mideon?
pleading. He's been talking about it. Naked Mideon.
Who owns the fanny pack first off?
Happy birthday, brother.
Happy birthday.
Dive right into it. Let's hear
See,
all
I
about
can't
it.
do Cowabunga Kid. I've never gotten past the Jay Hollywood. So, you guys can always call him Cowabunga Kid, but I'll never grow out of Jay Hollywood.
I'll be Jay Hollywood for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowabunga Kid's just his podcast alter ego.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right,
All right,
Jeremy,
birthday boy, let's
happy
go.
birthday. You got your wish. Talk
You
about
got
naked
your
Mideon.
wish. Naked Dennis Knight. Let's go.
So, Mideon, naked Mideon, the character before that, he was one of the disciples of The Undertaker. So he would dress up. Well, I wouldn't say dress up. He basically wore enough to get on TV, and he would be wearing a fanny pack. And it was basically slapstick comedy during the 2000 era. He would occasionally be in boots or a towel, jump into segments for comic relief. He would jump in with Al Snow type gimmicks there and everything like that. Not exactly with Al Snow, but like his style of like what they were trying to portray with him and whatnot was just that outlandish. He also had at one point he had
I was just
the
gonna say,
European
when Jeremy
that he actually never. Yes, I have some technical difficulties over here.
How did he win the European Championship?
But yeah, he took it. He never actually won it, but it's still credited to it in the book that he actually held the title. So Charlie was actually trying to fool me, but he took it. He never actually officially won it.
No, I'm helping it along. Who gave it to him?
Thanks, buddy.
Who gave it to him?
Shane?
Yeah.
There you go. So like I was saying, sorry, when Jeremy's got the Dicks or Naked Mideon on the brain, things start to slow down a little bit. He gets a little distracted.
I don't want it to slow down. Speed it up, please.
But yeah. Naked Mideon was literally just Mideon, or not even Mideon anymore. He was just basically Dennis Knight running out to the ring in a fanny pack and doing a little dance and disappearing. So that's Naked Mideon. And it was a horrible, horrible sight if you haven't seen it. Quiz, does anyone know how this Naked Mideon gimmick started?
The naked part?
Yeah.
Yeah. So they called him out for like a meet and greet or something, and he decided to mess with them and just walked out in the fanny pack. Like in real life, there was no thong, there was no anything. It literally was just the fanny pack. And Vince McMahon heard about it like the next day and was like, "This is awesome. Let's try this." And if it has a response, like we'll keep doing it. And it got a response, of course. And that was it. That's how Naked Mideon became like a real thing.
It's very similar to like if you give one of your hosts a wig and then they got to wear it like all the time after that. But I'm going to take it one step before that. So he was inspired to be naked backstage by Kurt Angle.
Angle, that's right.
Yes. There was an interview where he talked about this. Kurt Angle, after his matches, would go backstage, shower, and then just walk around the locker room naked the whole time. So Mideon, trying to be funny, did the same thing and would walk around naked backstage, which nobody wants to see. And like Kathy said, Vince got wind, or they said, hey, we need somebody for a meet and greet. And it was going to be him. And then, he was naked. And Vince McMahon obviously loved this. And
he obviously loved it.
And I think it was the same interview.
Why did I think of this sooner?
Yeah, right. Where he was like, "No, seriously, the joke was on everybody else." He goes, "I made $350,000 a year. I didn't have to take bumps anymore. I didn't have to do anything. Like the rest of his career was getting paid exactly the same as when he was getting his ass kicked, and got to run around like an idiot for no reason and just walk around in a thong."
He wasn't winning any title. I'd take that in a heartbeat.
This guy was no. He was a former, I think, 2-time tag team. Champion.
Godwins.
The Godwins.
Oh, with the Godwins.
I mean, I know he was gifted the European title. Yes. But the naked part, I mean, they tried that again. You probably heard the story of when Vince wanted, they were Jericho and Christian were feuding with the Dudley Boys, and Vince wanted them to the Dudley Boys to take their gear and find a tube that just said ass cream. And for some reason, he thought that was hysterical. Ass cream? What do you carry around with you, pal? And he's like, and then he's gonna run out on stage. He's like, Vince, I'm not doing it. There's children here with their families. So they decided on like nude colored like beige shorts. But yeah, this just goes to the theory that Vince was giving us the signs all along. We just didn't. Yeah, I mean, when you have Mideon and people at home, please Google Mideon.
He's
like
not
6
who you
foot.
want to see in a G-string and a fanny pack.
8 pounds of just bleh.
I was watching the real match with him.
Were you?
Yeah.
Was he naked?
No, it was William Regal and Crash Holly.
Yep.
And naked Mideon runs out, does a little dance, and disappears.
They had him come out in one match, and he had like tearaway pants and a shirt that he took off. Like it didn't last very long. That was the stipulation. He had to wear clothes, and it lasted like seconds before they were gone.
This is a guy that
well, that was the William Regal match too. He was wearing clothes.
All right, enough out of you. This is a guy from the Godwins. He probably should have got fired, but he was boys with the Undertaker. So Vince loves Taker. Everybody loves Taker. So probably to keep him happy and to get a good laugh, a lark, they kept old Dennis Knight around for a couple of years. Obviously, he had no problem making a fool out of himself. But you're getting paid $3.50 to just do that. I mean, hey, Jeremy do it for $3.50.
Yeah,
that was going to be my question, Jeremy. How much to do this gimmick now? Always.
If I want,
you'd
Jeremy,
have to pay me
to
be publicly sworn like that.
No, say
$3.50.
Yeah.
What's the annual salary? I want naked Jeremy. Yeah. You love yourself. You love. Then I have to do that
publicly, and it's got to be searched on the internet all the time. $500K.
Yeah. I don't know how often people are searching naked Mideon.
See, that goes to your narcissism.
Besides,
why would you
if you're being advertised on TV, people are going to be looking it up.
Oh, let me check NASDAQ right here. Oh, naked Jeremy.
You've got YouTube videos of you like rave dancing.
People look at worse things on
the
internet. Let's put it that way, guys. Come on now. People definitely watch worse, and a lot of them do it.
It's probably him.
It's Matt.
Bite me.
You sent this over like a couple weeks ago, so you went back and looked at yourself up on YouTube and decided to share it. So come on, you're telling me you wouldn't run around naked in an arena?
This guy had life changed once Darren's Dance Grooves came out. It changed his
bite me, dude.
life.
Bite me.
He went no. He went from being my sidekick friend to my cool pop and lock hip hop buddy that used to bring all the chicks around town. Isn't that right,
Never
Jeremy?
watched that shit in my life.
Yes, you did.
No, I did not.
Who got that El Fuego? Who got that El Fuego?
Yeah.
Who got that cheese?
Who got that cheese?
Who got that
There
cheddar,
was
bruh?
a story. A night at a no longer existent bar where Jeremy did his dance off and got slapped in the nose. Does anybody else remember that?
He did.
No.
The person went, want, and went, yeah, no. I swear to God.
It did happen.
It happened.
You know how?
I don't recall.
See, Joe doesn't believe the midget story, and Jeremy believes the midget story.
Little person.
I remember the midget story. It was the midget's birth, and she kissed Joe kissed her for his birthday.
I was Kathy, were you there that night? I was messed up. I don't remember that. I don't remember it. So I'm like, I don't. But Jeremy,
I won't say.
I know Jeremy believes it.
It couldn't have happened. Maybe it did. I have zero recollection of this.
We were getting chased down one-way alleys. We were having high school pursuits. We were like Grand Theft Auto. We were living Grand Theft Auto.
Real life Grand Theft Auto here.
Yeah, those were wild nights.
Yep.
But what I
Yeah,
will
those
say
were
is,
fun.
Jeremy, we've created your gimmick.
Windbreaker out.
Jeremy in a wig. Jeremy in a wig, popping and locking in the naked Gideon outfit.
I
Yeah.
smell a
There's a-
stipulation.
There you go.
Yeah.
We cannot put this
Yes,
on the internet.
we have
Thank
our
you very
stipulation.
much.
So,
This is
little
not,
inside
This
story.
is a
We're planning on doing
family-friendly
a.
show. This cannot happen. Absolutely not.
Yeah,
This has
okay.
never been a family friendly
You
show.
took this
When
off
is-
that rail like 4 episodes ago.
The working
Never.
title for last week's episode was the fart fiasco or something like that.
Bathroom fart fiasco.
I didn't start that. You guys did. I've been good.
You guys had to ask permission if my husband was going to care about one of the titles. We are far past family here.
It's true. I was going to say, we are planning an in-person super show. I think that is a perfect
God.
opportunity for Jeremy to do a stipulation, maybe a raving naked Mideon gimmick.
Yeah.
You
Absolutely.
will wear.
Thank God I'm in shape.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go with shorts instead of a G-string
Yeah.
for my sanity. The rest of it, I think, is okay.
I
You
will
could wear
say this,
those
guy, the
little
guy-
red tights you had on
Flesh-colored
last week.
boxers. Or
Yeah,
briefs.
flesh-
The bench
boxes.
press.
I'll do
The
flesh-colored
bench
briefs.
press has gone up. The body fat has gone down. At least he's gonna look good wearing the naked Mideon thing. You know, he'll do
Yeah,
it.
put all those gym selfies to work here, man.
Exactly.
You could wear the wig if you want. You love it. Wear the wig.
Hey, if you got it, Jeremy, show it. That's what I said. Not me.
Flaunt what your
but you.
body, mama gave you.
I don't have
Go
the
for it,
dance
bud.
moves, so I could never
No.
do it. We're not.
I don't think you ever had dance moves, Joe.
That's true.
Well,
I mean, I
should
don't know.
talk. My dance move was just like
Most of the time, it was just like half slumped over, bopping in a bar. So barely human.
Jeremy had the best when he had the dance off. Kozik's dance
one?
move was just head down.
You know, we're going way off track. Let's keep going.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're way
sorry.
off,
Nobody knows these people. Sorry.
There was. Do you remember a night in Atlantic City, Kathy? I don't think you were there
What
for
you
this
talking?
one, but a night in Atlantic City where Jeremy basically impregnated a girl in the bar with his dance moves.
Oh, on a dance floor.
No, I was there for that one.
You were?
I was there for
Oh,
that
God.
one. I got a bruise on my elbow from holding the fucking railing up because I was standing on the side watching. You guys were using me to get the girls because they would come over to me to get me to dance, and I think that's how he got the girl in the first place.
I just
That might
all I
be-
know is I turn my head and I see the hardest dry humping session I've ever seen in my life.
Yes. Oh my god,
Just-
I remember that.
Bending over, taking a pound town, and he's going it's like, Jeremy, what are you doing? He's just like, ah, boom, ah, boom.
Fucking hip fracture over here.
See, I did
So
not
there
derail
is-
it. You guys
there
did
is
this.
The pro
Mixed-
went out on crutches.
There is a mixed race 20-year-old child somewhere looking for his father, Jeremy.
Jeremy's fathered a bunch of kids in AC.
Oh god.
All right.
hate
I
you
think we
all.
went off track enough there.
Again.
Yeah, we talked about a gimmick in there, but that was our gimmick of the week.
Just-
Somehow it devolved
And
into
just like that,
chaos.
I
again,
think that's
but-
how and his career ended.
Yeah.
I think that
Clearly,
was how he went
it's
out.
me.
It was
I'm
fucking
the
naked
gimmick.
Mideon.
Thanks.
I don't think you can bounce back if you're naked, Mideon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there
that was
no
it. I think
bouncing
he had
back.
one other thing after that, and then he retired like a couple years later.
Yeah,
Jeremy, I will say this. Wait, is the show still going?
yeah, we're
Yes.
recording.
You're in.
Oh,
You're in.
okay.
We're live, pal.
All right. Well, Joe, you can choose to edit this or not. Jeremy, you're honestly, out of the four of us, the best dancer. Why did you just like roughly dry hump that lady? Like, was it like you were just getting your feet underneath you because I've seen you dance. And no,
You
see,
expect me to
like
I
a
can't-
this,
remember
like,
what
he's
why I was doing things. When we were in Atlantic City, you're out of your mind. Charlie, we
That's
just
true.
had a
No.
discussion
We were.
last weekend, and I cannot give you a good reason why I did that, other than everybody coerced me and said it would be a good idea. Shits and giggles because it was a great.
Was that the night that Gozen got really pissed off because he wasn't dancing with anybody and he like was pouting the rest of the night? Was that the same night?
That was Tuggy Boy.
That's
Tug,
every
tug,
night
yeah.
we go
Tug.
out with him.
So sorry, we're
the-
getting way inside baseball again. As
Yeah,
I've mentioned
way.
before, we've used fake aliases. We've created backstories for our own entertainment when we were out, and we had a friend who went by the name of Tug that night, and that is Kathy is referring to our good friend Tug.
AKA the background.
All right, this has become something
Creepy
completely
friend
different.
over
That
by
was
the
our gimmick of the
vending
week.
machine
Here we
or the
are.
slot machine.
All right, that was our
Yeah.
gimmick of the week. We're gonna wrap it up there because I don't know how you follow that up. So, Charlie, take us out with something.
All right. Join us next week for Squared Circle Spotlight. Merch is, I guess, becoming mandatory again. Gimmicks are always golden, and our stories are getting more and more perverse. So if you like it, stay tuned. We might have an OnlyFans Jeremy coming out. See you next week.
See you guys next week.